So, miraculously, you made it back. I didn't have time to really finish that one. First of all, I got total brain melt in there when I was trying to remember this position right here. Yeah, and I think the reason for that is I don't actually play that very much. I don't like it because it's hard for me to go flow naturally into that. But those positions are, to whatever extent that you're going to master those, that's going to open the door for this different kind of playing, right? This position. Okay. And then there's one more. And by that time now I'm back up to where I was. Actually, not quite. Yeah, there's one more here. And this is that A minor pentatonic scale played on the 12th fret is famous because it appears prominently in the solo to Stairway to Heaven. Right, he plays it right in there. Not something you want to try riffing off on an acoustic guitar. But what's the point? You really think about that, right? I think my approach to music is quite a bit different than what a lot of people's approach to music has been. Because I went and developed skills in certain things. But I did not spend in my developmental time a lot of time trying to play other people's music exactly. I had a few bands that I loved. I used to try and play Iron Maiden all the time, and did pretty good. But there was a lot of reasons. My whole life story is really, it's got a lot of twists and turns to it. And it really wasn't until I came to put my faith in Jesus Christ that things started to turn in the right direction for me. And even then, it took a long, long time. So the point of me making these videos is really, I'm not here to try and impress with my abilities, because there are millions of guitarists who are so much better than I am. And there are millions of songwriters who probably have got a lot more going on up here than I do. But what I'm trying to do is to inspire you with just these simple ideas, the sort of things that I wish that I had really, when I started out, I had done. Like sitting down and strumming chords with a metronome for 3 minutes, right? Just do that right out of the box. Just get yourself in the mindset of, from anywhere from 1 to 10 minutes at a pop, you're going to need to stay on rhythm. And you just do that, okay? And life will be music will be a lot easier if you lay that foundation. So for instance, and don't judge yourself. Don't get yourself caught in a box in music. Being caught in a box in music is where you're like, well, I can't play, I can't, do these grand runs up and down the neck and stuff, so I'm not a guitarist. Well, one of the greatest guitarists of all time, considered to be one of the greatest guitarists of all time, B.B. King, I've never heard him do a solo that was hitting 16th notes. I don't think I have. I mean, there's a few of them, but I mean, they're playing a relatively slow blues tempo. He's certainly not knocking down 680 beats per minute, right? And so how you assess your ability is something to be considered. Think of it as an adventure. Think of it as a toolbox that you have that you can take with you and you can explore music. Now, if you want to become someone who can play, which is a beautiful song, Dust in the Wind. Very beautiful song. Fantastic example of Travis picking. But let yourself be open to learning and growing and making music. And as a Christian artist, if I'm talking to my Christian brothers and sisters, don't get stuck making music that sounds exactly like the music that everybody else is making. Take it on a journey, and don't be afraid to take yourself seriously as a musician as long as you have those basic things, you have a dedication to being good. You have a dedication to rhythm. You have a dedication to basic knowledge of the instrument. You know, from what I understand of all the great players I've ever known, even though you get to a point where you don't see very much that's new, you're still learning, especially in the creative side of things. You're still learning. You meet someone, you listen to them play, and you say, "Oh, I love that. That was really beautiful." But then you don't go out there and take what they did and then do exactly that. You let it inspire you to maybe take a journey of your own, and you make something that, you know, sounds like you, whatever that is, right? Anybody who is familiar with secular music, that tonality of that open D chord right there is in a song on the wall by Pink Floyd. Does that mean no one can ever use that chord in a song again? No, but there's probably, you know, reasonable doubt as to whether you can get too close to that, because they pretty much own that. But yeah, have fun with your instrument. That's the point of what I'm trying to say here. And we're going to be posting videos and stuff, and I'm trying to encourage our platform, Orca Universal, as a place where Christian musicians who we come to trust, that we come to recognize as our brothers and sisters in the Lord, can come up there, and it's a project space as well as a publishing space, and we're developing that in a lot of different ways. So go check it out, orcauniversal.com. And I'm trying to get out and to promote that. I'm not the most a socially smooth guy in the world. Some of that has to do with that I'm always the guy, you know, bringing a hammer, I guess. I don't know, you know, whatever. I have that sense, very strong sense of what's right and what's wrong. But I suspect that those of us like that are here for a reason, and I'll just let that go. But it really, you know, music enriches you, and it can enrich you in so many ways. So my encouragement to you is definitely get out there. Look back over these videos. If you take these just simple core things that I've talked about and you develop them, you're going to have a foundation for getting out there and writing your own music. And that's the difference between playing in a tribute band, which is okay, nothing wrong with tribute, and the thrill of actually writing and performing your own written music live and recording it. So I really want to encourage that in you, right? Take the journey for sure. Take the journey. It'll be worth it.